I hope you are enjoying your sixth snow day. I am sitting and watching Copper stare at the snow. I'm not sure he can see over it, but he might see something come across the vast whiteness to attack us. I'm not sure. But I do want to talk to you a little bit today about some of the most recent outbreaks of Ebola that have happened since the book, and I also want to talk about the changes that we see in this book in relation to some of the things we've been looking at for environmental literature um, in comparison to some of the things that we've looked at thus far. So, first of all, I want to look at this map from the World Health Organizations, and this is the boundaries of the Ebola outbreak from 2014. The dashed lines show the home range of the family of bats that they believe might be the host of Ebola. And what they're thinking right now is that people in certain areas, particularly in this area right here, some of you might recognize this area from the books that you read last time, that they may eat the bats or monkeys, primates that have come in contact with the bats. And it's during the slaughter and preparation for eating that humans are coming in contact with Ebola. So it's the preparation of bushmeat that's putting them in contact. The reason they think it's the bats is because bats carry the disease, but they are not, they don't show signs of it. Whereas in humans, we can pass the virus on, but we don't carry it. However, that is something they're studying because after the outbreak in 2017, there were 17, early 18. There were more people who survived during the vaccine, but it's unknown if they can then pass on Ebola to someone else, to another human. Um, so the other thing I want to point out here is that this map shows the orange color is country that reported Ebola, imported case in a human. The red ones are reported Ebola disease virus outbreaks. And then the blue colors show where reports of the Ebola restin in monkeys or domesticated pigs happened. I also want to give you an outbreak or information on the current outbreak. So there was an outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo in early 2018. At that point, they had 54 cases and 32 deaths. They did try the virus once they had seen the first case. However, and that one was considered ended in July. However, a second one broke out August 1st in the Democratic Republic of Congo in the north, where unfortunately they house over 1 million displaced people. At this point, there have been 585 confirmed or active cases and 356 dead. So it still is a disease that is in the world today. The other thing that people are really concerned is not that necessarily Ebola will break out and become a world killer, but that it could be used as a biological weapon, and also that it's a case study for other potential diseases that live in places that didn't have large human populations and now are becoming more and more populated. I don't know if you remember, but as of 2008, more than half the population of Earth lives in an urban city. In areas like Canada, even though there are vast spaces of um, unconquered I shouldn't say unconquered, vast spaces of land where people don't live. More than 80% of Canadian citizens live in cities, and the US is approaching that number. So as the cities grow, as people become again in contact more and more with wildlife, there are opportunities for viruses like Ebola to jump species. And the more we know about it, probably the better we can be prepared to defend against it. So that's the first part of the talk, based on what you kind of went over last time.